Hello and welcome back to the Scenic Route. I've done a bit of work since our last video. Yeah, you can see here I've built a road to the concrete facility. And what else have I done? I've built a lot of roads. Built a road from the base to the bridge. Built a road from the base to the town and to the steel beams facility, which I uncovered. Well, I saw it on the map. Drove up there to build the road, and you can see the resources needed here: 6 slabs, 6 logs. Um, Built a road, the mission road, and then tarmac to and from the tunnel to the base. So yeah, done a bit of road building, did a bit of logging. There was a few logs, sorry, a few trees just around the base. So pull those in to build a bridge. This bridge right here has only needed 2 logs, so I thought I'll just do that one. And yeah, just the sand road from here to here. I might pave that in future, but not too worried about it now. So I've done a few things. What I want to do first is this cargo convoy. So this is just an infrastructure route from the tunnel to the base, and we get slabs from that. So that's going to be pretty good. So let's just start plotting. And we've got paved roads pretty much all the way. So it shouldn't have any trouble at all. There wasn't much to these roads. It's just the usual: lay sand, flatten it, asphalt, roll. There's a few rocks in the way, but nothing that interesting. No particular obstacles really we had to overcome, so I didn't think there was any point documenting it in the video. It's just, road building you've all seen before. Like I said, I like to save the main objectives for the video, so it's a bit more interesting than just, going back and forth, flattening sand or paving roads or whatever. And as I say, that this is not particularly that interesting, plotting a course, but it's an objective, and I like to show the objectives on here as much as possible. What I found was, I don't know if you would have noticed, there's the mule truck SAR, or SAR truck. To speed up the asphalt process, what you can do is turn on the asphalt mechanism and then switch to the mule truck or any other sort of truck and tow the asphalt thing, and it will lay asphalt while you tow it, so it actually speeds it up quite a bit. Cool, so that's done. Let's deliver this service vehicle to the quarry. To restore operations at the nearby sand quarry, we need a vehicle equipped with specific tools and utilities. Our forward scout team discovered such an abandoned vehicle in the canyon. It's mostly intact and functional, but stuck deep in the mud. We need to pull it out. So I think it's down here. This is the one. Yeah. So I might send the SAR truck, and that can tow it. And I think the SAR truck was here, wasn't it? So let's see what we can do with this. I think we can just go where the bridge is and just go below that and down that way, and that can that's where we need to go, I think. But I will check the map because I'm not entirely sure, and I don't really want to go the wrong way and get lost. So let's just stop about here. And that's, yeah, it's kind of down this way. So how do we get down there? I think if we kind of go sort of down this way. Let's see if we can go under the bridge there. Red Hot Chili Peppers style. A lot of fallen rocks and debris. Well, there's a few trees here. We can do some logging. It's always good to have resources available. I wonder if we can get by that bit. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go. And hopefully this SAR truck will be good enough to tow the other truck. I think it's a mule as well. So we've got mule. We'll have a mule pulling a mule. Yeah, we've got some space here to go underneath the bridge. Well, it's a bit rough, isn't it? Where does this road actually lead? Ah, yeah, okay, we could have just gone over the bridge and across the road there. Oops. We did it the hard way. Can I use the... Yeah, I can use the winch to move these out of the way, but you know what, I can probably just sort of go over and around a little bit. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to get stuck. You know what I can do? I might just... Should I send the crane down? Oh no, I'll send the bulldozer. Bulldozer can get rid of that stuff pretty quick. Okay, we're getting... we should be getting some concrete delivered to us. Is that... That's not the bulldozer. Is that the bulldozer? That's not the bulldozer. I forget where I parked all my stuff. Where's my bulldozer? Here. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to clear that. Clear those boulders. It's always a multi-vehicle task, isn't it? Where all these objectives, it's like, oh, you just got to bring a truck back. All right, well, we got to tow it. Apparently, maybe we don't even have to tow it. I haven't even tried. But in either case, we've got to clear the path, don't we? So we can just... Why don't we do this? We'll clear the rocks, the boulders. We'll switch to the target vehicle and let's see how far we can get. If we can get all the way, then great. If we can't, we've got the SAR mule down that way anyway. We can just go retrieve it, but it might save us a bit of time. So what we can do is we can go over the bridge and down the other side. Shall we... Is this thing too wide for the bridge? No, it's okay. So you can see we put a wide wooden bridge, but the concrete bridge is just a normal width concrete bridge. Now, we could demolish the original concrete bridge and just make a wide one, but we cannot. So we just do what we can. We live with the choices other people have made. Alright, so let's clear some boulders. Man, that mud is pretty soft, isn't it? We left some deep ruts in already. Oops. I'm in marching mode. Let's go sand flattening. So I've noticed, yeah, you've got it takes a bit of time sometimes for the blade to go down to the ground level. So sometimes you got to go a bit slow when you want to push the smaller rocks. Bigger rocks are fine, but the smaller ones can sometimes go underneath the blade, which we definitely do not want. I guess the smaller ones we can drive over them pretty well, so what we want to do here is just push the bigger ones out of the way. So let's just try pushing these ones to the side. Okay, so that kind of works. And then these ones can go to this side, maybe. Maybe let's just try getting them like this. As long as there's a path big enough for a truck to get through. That's all we need for now. I don't foresee, you know, building a proper road here or anything like that. So far, so good. And I don't think there's any more after this, but you never know, I guess. Or something's gone under the blade. Let me just turn this around, get a better view. I guess on the downhill sections we've got to be a bit careful about rocks getting underneath the blade. The problem is trying to angle these to get off the road. Yeah, you can see they roll off to the side of the blade. So now we're going to go back. I suppose we can push these ones the other way. What's going on here? I think it's the pushing downhill is a bit of a problem. Oh, I haven't seen that happen before. Right, let's try to push these to the left. Yeah, that kind of worked. Just try to get as many as I can in one go. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be a gap. And I think we're just about there. Alright, I think that's... I'm going to call that good enough. Just park this off to the side. Alright, that's a pretty cool little canyon thing. Alright, let's go up to our friend here. Let's see how far we can get. Definitely want to send the Aramatsu crayfish down here, do some logging. There's a lot of trees here we can cut down, use them for bridges. I mean, I don't think this thing needs to be towed at all, does it? I mean, it looks fine. What was that noise? Did you hear that? Was that part of the music or? Huh. It sounded like, I don't know, like screaming almost? Maybe I'll tow it. Yeah, must be part of the music. Alright, let's go tow this thing. I wonder if there's a SAR truck with tracks. Because that could come in handy. I guess the Scout, the Carillion would count as that. It's got tracks and it's got a winch. Because the tracked vehicles would handle this sort of mud a bit better, I think. Yeah, that is some soft mud. What would be good is the Pioneer, the Bulldozer, if they had a winch. I reckon that could handle this stuff pretty well. And it's got the blade for pushing rocks out the way at the same time. Alright, let's turn this thing around. We can use that rock as a pivot point. Why not? Let's see if we can winch from here. Towing on, let's go. Yeah, so I guess they weren't joking when they said it needs to be towed out. Look at that. And we're delivering this, I think, to the quarry, aren't we? So I'll bring this to where the boulders are, and I think we can probably drive it from that point. So this, yeah, the trucks look exactly the same, except this one says SAR on it. Okay, we'll just leave that one parked up on the boulder. I wasn't watching where I was going. And we can just drive on our own merits from this point on. And after this one, I think there is the gas tanks we want to deliver to the concrete facility, right? So we got to go find those, which is in the unexplored section. So we might send a scout out that way and have a look. Probably the Carillion, I think, if that's available at hand. I may need to build that bridge, actually. We'll see. Let's just get this thing across first. So I've got roads built the whole way. I could take a shortcut down here. And this should... Oh, we want to go up there, but let's go up this way. We want to get to the road because there's a bridge we got to go over. Actually, no, there isn't, because we want to get there before the bridge, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're at the road. Okay, here we are. Should be smooth driving from here on in. I've got the Invictus parked up here. And I think we just go down here into the quarry before the bridge. Yep. So we just deliver it anywhere inside this zone, I believe. Oh look, there's a truck shack there. I wonder if that means we'll need an infrastructure route here. Okay, so that's done. Now let's find and deliver this gas tank. So that's where we're delivering to, that's where we're finding it. So it looks like we may need the bridge, which is 8 logs. I've got 3 in storage. But there are logs, like I said, down this way. Yeah, okay. There are logs down this way too. Maybe let's just go exploring along here. So if we go to where these guys are, there's no real exploration vehicles available. Let's sort of go, I'm just going to quickly plot some routes here. I think if we go down to where our sand scraper is and sort of here, that may be a way down into that little wooded area. Okay, let's get a scout. The Carillion is somewhere, but let's bring it back. I think that was at the concrete facility. Whoops. I wasn't looking where I was going. Actually, you know what we could do before we do this? There is an abandoned building over here which we can demolish. I brought the demolisher here. Let's just knock this down just for fun. And we want to... Yeah, we want to unfold the ball. Okay, that was weird. That was weird, right? Like, I was thinking, what am I actually knocking down here? This makes a lot more sense. Except I'm not hitting anything. Is this too far out? Let's see. That was a weird bug. Yeah, there's been a few bugs I've noticed in this DLC. Hopefully they get sorted. There was a hot fix released not long ago, which fixed a few things. What did we get here? We got a steel pipe. Is that literally everything we got? Oh no, we got 3 logs, a steel beam, and a steel pipe. Okay. Why did that vehicle fail? Doesn't matter. We've got all the rewards. Oh, you know, because I parked the Carillion there. That's fine. What we'll do, we'll dispatch and then we'll cancel because we don't need that one anymore. I want to collect these things. So if I send a log forwarder out here, there's a beam, there's 3 logs, and there's a pipe. The log forwarder can handle all that. So let me just delete this marker. So we're doing something a bit different now. We're going to just go collect some resources. Because we can definitely use the logs. So we need 8 logs for that bridge. We've got 3. We can pick up 3. We just need 2 more. I'm not going to use the beam or the pipe for anything yet. We'll just keep that in storage. I suppose, you know what I could have done was just send one of the field service vehicles, and then that could have just deposited those resources into the storage just by itself. And then I like to have the field service vehicles near at the recycling plants anyway for that purpose, so it could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. But I'm already on my way, so we'll do that another time. It'd be good if there was more trees, actually. But I guess it makes more sense to have the trees where the water is. And this map is called Summer Drought, so... yeah. It's very much a contrast from the Autumn Collapse map, where there's just an abundance of trees. So this road, I asphalted using the towing method. So it had the asphalt layer activated and then towed it with the... I don't know what I towed it with, actually. Oh, yeah, it was the SAR truck, the mule truck. Did a pretty good job, I think. Had to sort of go back over a couple of bits, especially the turns. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. And it's a lot faster than driving it manually because that thing is slow. Yeah, so like none of these trees I think can be logged. Maybe that one palm tree right there. That could be, but I actually don't think it is. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with the haul we got from this demolished building. I'm glad that bug didn't cause it to not be able to demolish, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a visual thing. Because if it was a case of, oh no, it thinks it's already demolished, but then I didn't get the resources from it, that would have been a disaster. Oh, there's a couple of concrete slabs, not slabs, but just pieces. I'll leave those there because we'll recycle them here when the facility's up and running. Just trying to pick this thing up. There we go. Alright, let's just pick up these logs. These are beefy logs. These palm trees, they give you, you know, big beefy boys. They're very girthy. I gotta check. Sometimes, yeah, I'll put the logs in and it won't secure it for whatever reason. So I like to check whenever I drop it in, because if I need to adjust it, it's easier to adjust it before you drop something else on top of it. Yep, that one's fine. I may be too far away to reach this. Or maybe not, this will got quite the reach. I think that's probably about the limit of the reach. Because you can actually reach further, but you can't go down to the ground. And then we'll just see if we can have enough reach for this pipe. Oh, that one may not. Oh no, it works. Yeah, actually the reach is pretty good on this thing, isn't it? And for something without anchors, it's actually pretty stable. Oops. Yeah, this wasn't designed for steel pipes. It does work, but it can lose its grip sometimes. No, that's not good. I just got to be a bit gentle with my movements. The sudden jerky movements can cause it to fall, so just using the analogness of the controls to... oh, that's fine. Okay, let's bring these back. Just park this down a bit. Yeah, we're looking forward to getting this plant online and we can do some concrete recycling. I don't know what it is about recycling the concrete pieces. I enjoy picking them up and loading up trucks and then seeing they get really bogged down, you know what I mean, because they're heavy. It's just a little thing I like about doing this game. Well, the funny thing with that pipe being that height, when I was laying sand for this road, the dump truck got stuck under there. Like, got stuck so bad I had to just do a manual recovery back to the base. Just because the dump bed, yeah, it just got wedged. Couldn't unwedge it. Even got a bulldozer to knock it. Couldn't unwedge it. So we're definitely driving a lot slower with this haul than it took to get down there. So yeah, after this we'll just go do a bit of recon with the Carillion and we'll see what we can find. Yeah, I'm not worried about building the steel beams facility yet. I just want to concentrate on just, yeah, so we get the concrete one up and running. I'm thinking, I'm wondering where the concrete bridges are the way to go in this map, just because of the lack of wood. But then I don't want to overcommit to that because we will still need concrete slabs for building buildings, right? But then you can always demolish the bridges and get the resources back. Just extra time wasted, I guess. I'm wondering if there's more trees on the other side of that sort of ridge, or the canyon, on the other side of where that bridge is going. Oh yeah, I'll just drop these off and then we'll just do a bit of exploring. Can I cut through here? Oops. Yeah, I can, but it's should have just gone the normal way. It wouldn't have saved much time at all. Let's switch over to a friend here. It's just getting into autumn where I'm living. It's getting colder, the days are getting shorter, and so playing this map just reminds me of the summer that we've just had, and it's like, oh man, I'm gonna miss the summer. I much prefer summer than winter. It's depressing having so much darkness. Where are we going? We're just going to head down through here. Oh, look at. Sure, should I just go down straight down that way? I can go down there. I think let's do that. Can I go down there? It's pretty steep. Well, let's do it. Yeah, we can do it. Okay, so there's a bit of water here. And look at the back of the Carillion, it's just full of mud. Alright, so what are we actually doing here? We're just exploring. Oh, we're trying to get to this location, aren't we? So, I guess, yeah, we're just exploring. We're just trying to find the way there. I definitely want to send the logging trucks down here and do some logging. Let's just get up the embankment, see what we got on this side. Yeah, it's still a desert, that's for sure. Looks like there's a sand quarry up here. That is definitely a sand quarry. We can activate it for 10. There's side objective, deliver a convoy to the quarry. So that is infrastructure route from where? From sand quarry to sand quarry, hey? So from that. So from our guy, yeah, because I saw there was a truck shack there. So okay, so there is a road that goes to this bridge, and then we'll have to go over that bridge. So that's fine. Oh, let's just keep driving. We could take the roads, but we could just go wherever. Now this must be a truck shack, right? This would be where the infrastructure route will finish. Yep, that is definitely a truck shack. There's more like a river as well down here. It continues. It's actually quite, I don't know, it's a cool summer drought, but there seems to be a lot of water around. I guess it's maybe not drinkable water, but even so, you can use it for irrigation. Could you not? Alright, we're kind of stuck in a in a location here which may not be passable. Let's go through this little canyon bit. Are we going the right way? We want to go up this way. Oh, there's a power substation there. There's an abandoned building. We probably want to explore up here, actually. But this looks so enticing, doesn't it? I feel like this would be better for the Lynx or something with big wheels, big tires. I think with a tractor vehicle going over rocks, probably not the best solution. Alright. I'll try and get back onto the road. I feel like I'm going the worst possible way. So this is the sand quarry again, so this is the road. Let's just follow this. So definitely I think we'll have to build that 8-log bridge. That is without a doubt. Actually, you know what might be helpful is to get to the point where the bridge finishes on the other side of that bridge. So that's all the way over here, actually, isn't it? Now let's just try and find this gas thing first. Am I going the right way? Which... Oh, I am tracking it, right? Yeah, I'm tracking it. So definitely going the right way. I see up ahead there's that circle on the ground. That's where we want to get to. Now, I guess the most direct way is over the water, which is not going to be the most feasible way to get there, so let's track around here. There's an intact bridge, which is good. Oh, here we go, one man's trash. Looks like you've hit the mother lode, if trash was gold, of course. Really though, that massive dump site you've wandered into is a potential gold mine of construction materials. From my comfortable chair at HQ, I spy heaps of metal, concrete rubble, and assorted debris that would make any street scavenger weep with joy. In a drought, trash is more valuable than treasure. This could be exactly what we need to complete our construction projects. Start digging through those piles, but carefully please. Tetanus shots are hard to come by out here. That is good advice. And we can't open the doors from... Oh, we can. Or do they push? They must push. Come on. And we get a bigger truck. So that is a big pile of junk. That is correct. Yeah, there's actually a lot of recyclable materials here, so that's good. We just got to get the recyclable plants up and running. So, step one in that is that gas tank to the concrete plant. Just having a look around, seeing what we're dealing with. Let's go over this way. A big bridge over there. Is that? Hopefully it's intact, but I have a feeling it won't be. At least the roads on this side are fairly solid, you know, they're not muddy, they're not soft, they're generally clear of rocks. Got a bit of air there, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like I don't need to, pave. Oh, here we go. We've got to build a road. As I said, we don't need to pave. Yeah, we've got to pave this section, but it's pretty clear of obstacles, so it should be pretty straightforward road build as long as there's sand. Oh, look, the bridge is intact. Oh, I wonder if we can find this gas tank right now. Holy Grail, Water Edition. You finally reached the legendary water pumping station. This facility is exactly what we've been searching for. Fix this rust bucket and we can bring water back to the region. Naturally, it needs pretty much everything. Repairs electricity, supply routes, probably an exorcism. The works. Don't let the magnitude of human suffering you could end or perpetuate with this one facility pressure you, though, unless it motivates you. Alright, so this is not where we get the gas, is it? Or is it? So we need a 9 of everything, okay. And electricity. So there was a power station over here, which I guess we got to get up and running somehow. Oh, this is the gas tank right here. Okay, so I've just really gone out of bounds. Well, not out of bounds. Far from where I actually wanted to go. But this is the final objective, so that's not a bad thing. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to build this bridge, basically, to get across here. So in order to do that, we'll need 2 more logs, right? We need 8, we've got 6. So I've just got to get 2 logs. So let's deploy. If we deploy the logging truck, we can probably get some right here, to be fair. Yeah, okay. So if we go from here, straight down, follow this road to here. Actually, looks like another fallen bridge. I'm not too concerned about that one. I just want to get those 2 logs and build that one bridge so we can find that. We can find the gas tank. I don't know why I'm so fixated on the gas tank, but I am, so so let's just get that one thing. Am I getting the right way? Yes. There's 2 exits out of the base, and I usually take this one to the right, so taking the other exit, I just lost all my bearings for a second there. So once we get these, I'm hoping we can get 2 logs there. Sometimes the resource map is a little bit unclear as to how many trees we can log, but hoping there's 2. Then we'll load up the forwarder with the 6 that we've got in storage, pick up these 2, and then we'll go build that bridge. And that could be it for the episode. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, a whole new area to explore on the other side. So yeah, none of these trees are capable of being logged. But I did notice there were some trees, especially straight outside of the base, that did not show up in green on the resource map, but they were able to be logged. So yeah, I'm always sort of keeping my eye out for the taller, really tall palm trees. They're the ones to look out for. So is this? Yeah, this was a bridge. I guess we could build a concrete one. The wooden ones won't be long enough. Okay, so this one we can log. thinking this is the only tree in this area. That sucks. So if we check the map, yeah, that's the only one. Damn it. Okay, I may have to drive sort of down here. Do a quick scan. Yeah, none of these ones were going to work. They're too small. Yeah, let's see what we can do. None of these trees I think are big enough. I mean, I can do some scans, but they're not going to be big enough. Need one more. That's all I need. Just one. If this one hadn't fallen over, it probably would have been fine. Okay, so these ones, see the really tall ones down here? Those are the ones we're looking for. Don't fall over. Okay, this one. Let's get that one, and then we'll send out the log forwarder to collect. And I'll leave this guy here because I might do a lot of logging off screen just to build up our stores of logs. Alright, let's go back to base. Let's get the forwarder, the greenway. Actually, that was at the base, wasn't it? Because I just had dropped off. Alright, so we'll pick up the 6 that we've got. Might just jump cut to loaded truck. Alright, jump cut back. We have a loaded truck with the 6 we had in storage. Now we'll just pick up the last 2 and build that bridge. You can see the stumps right here where I cut down the previous trees. It was because I actually thought, oh, I'm going to take a shortcut through here, and it was with the Aramatsu crayfish, and then they lit up as being able to be cut down. So that was pretty cool. Got some logs from close by. Just leaving the crane out there just for fun. Gotta have some fun every once in a while. Now, where did we... It was down... Was it down here? I think I see a log up ahead. Could check the map. But I'm pretty sure it was around here, wasn't it? Is that a log in the middle of the road just there? No, that's not. Where's... No, it was through to the right here, I think. Wasn't it? Oh yeah, right here, right here. It's just down the hill. What are we stuck on? It's not like there's more than one stump. We only used... Oh, it was just that rock, okay. I can see the trail where we drove the Aramatsu. I think that was the tracks. Oh, I can see the arrow mats straight ahead. Is that too steep? No, that's fine. Okay, so we've got enough logs for the bridge. Let's go build it. Let's go find where we need to go. Oh, let's load up first. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's strap everything in. Yep, good. Let's put the crane arm down a bit. Now, where are we going? Oh shit, we're going all the way back there. Alright, let's go back up the way we came. So maybe like just sort of cut through here, get back onto the road. And yeah. So basically back through here, over the bridge, and then to here. And that should be, we should be good. Okay, we should be able to get back up this incline, I hope. Oh, maybe not. Not with a full load. What's less steep? Maybe up this way. Low gear, will that help? It does help. As long as we get out of this little bit, we're fine. Okay, so that's something to think about for next time. Because my plan is, I want to log every single log I can from that section. But it means I'll need a forwarder, obviously, to get it out of there. So yeah, that's fine. I'll work it out. I could just tow it, I guess, at worst case scenario, send a SAR truck in there and pull it out. It's a bit rocky. Okay, so we've got a little bit of driving to do, then we've got a bridge to build, and then we'll call it a day. I've got some laundry I got to do. Got to do some real world chores. I'd much rather be building bridges and exploring, but life gets in the way. Yeah, we've got a lot more to do, don't we? Got to get those metal recycling plants up and running so we can raid that junkyard. And just, yeah, we should get all the materials we need from that. We can obviously build steel bridges if we so choose, which I choose not to, because they have a height limit on them, which I don't like. But I guess if there's an abundance of steel, then that's what we use, isn't it? So a steel bridge for this little section would be hilarious. Okay, that didn't take us too long. I guess the distances on the map look longer than they actually are. That's what I think. There's a lot of trees down in this sort of valley which can be logged as well. Okay, this should be enough logs if I've calculated correctly. And there we go. We have a bridge. Let's drive across just to be the first across. Look at that. There's a lot of trees to cut down. And there we are. We're on the other side. Let's quickly have a look at the map. Yeah, so we're not far from the gas tank, so we'll get that next time. In the meantime, we've got opportunities to do some logging in the background, maybe build some more roads just for fun. But yeah, let's we'll take it day by day, episode by episode. We've done a few things today. We've done a lot of exploring, which has been fun. Opening up new sections to have a look at, and done a bit of logging, build a bridge. Man, what else we rescued that truck. We'd cleared some boulders and rocks and stuff. I can see that gas tank up ahead. Actually, it's just there. I might drive to it. Not that I can pick it up on this truck, but just to open up the map a bit more. I could be stuck. I could be stuck. Nah, that thing's not going to stop me. Here we go. I hear you've stumbled across what was once a power station. I use was deliberately here, since it currently resembles a piece of modern scrap art more than anything functional. But with some elbow grease, it could be our ace in the hole. Electricity in a disaster zone is as precious as gold. Especially in our case, since we'll need it to power the water pumping station, not to mention our own operations. First things first though, that building is beyond repair. You'll need to demolish it completely before we even think about rebuilding. I know you're developing a special relationship with the demolition equipment. Consider this your chance to take that relationship to the next level. Alright, so we found the gas. There's an abandoned building. Let's look at our objectives real quick. Deliver the convoy. That's the quarry to quarry convoy. I'm not too worried about that one. So we've got to construct a building, infrastructure route. What is that one? Town base of the water pump station. That's a fairly long way to go. Infrastructure route is steel pipes to the water pump. Yep, we're not going to do that right now. And electric field to the water pump station. So we need to get some power. So we've got a power substation here. We've got the power plant here, which we've got to get operational somehow. We'll figure that one out as we go. I probably won't asphalt too many roads on this side of the bridges because they're going to have to lay some cables. Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot, and we'll continue on the next one. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, take the scenic route.